Hello, and welcome back to Earthbound. In this episode, we're probably going to do a little bit of grinding, but there's more stuff to do around Earthbound that we haven't done yet. Around on it, rather. Like explore a police station. I didn't know you could go back there and talk to him. So, the cookie and the bread roll we've already seen. The skip sandwich makes you run faster when you eat it, and the lucky sandwich doesn't actually give you stuff like she suggests it does, but it will randomly heal, or it does things. I don't know what it does. It's interesting what it does. Oh, there's a magic butterfly. Let's see, what are my stats? Oh, that's right, I just got back from the hotel, so my stats are all good. So multiple sharks will come at you, like if you see multiple of the guys wearing black running around quickly. Like, there's the two guys that stand in front of the arcade and you can talk to them. But, oh no! Oh, shoot. Well, this is bad. I think I want to hit him first. Deal with him first. Because he can smash attack me. You want to be careful and try not to deal with multiple at once when you're at this level. So, like, here's one. Run away, and then turn! I didn't see the dog. Okay, now take on the shark. And I got a green! Nice. Oh, and I got a burger. So I'll take these two guys out in front of the arcade. Oh yeah, I want to throw something away. I'll throw away a cookie. Let me eat like 3 cookies. Or 2 cookies. There we go. Yeah, I do. Or what? That's the thing about skate punks is they'll call for help. But if they call another skate punk and then you so what you do is you wait for a skate punk to call a skate punk, and then you only defeat the you wait for, like, skate punks to call, another skate punk, defeating everything else it calls, and then you defeat the first skate punk, and then you let the second skate punk call other things, and then wait for it to call a skate punk, or, you know, and then finally, once you're sick of it, you defeat the final skate punk, you know, without letting it call another skate punk, and then you get like a huge pile of experience all at once. It's awesome. And then later on, you can do it with other things that only call itself. So there's Antoids, I think, or whatever they're called, will call just Antoids, or the insane cultists will call just insane cultists, and you can get them to call insane cultists constantly. I kind of want to stock up hamburgers, so I'm looking for, on the lookout for the, pogo guys. But I keep getting skaters. Give me a second here. I'm getting low enemy spawn numbers, which is interesting. Which is weird, because usually the problem with... Oh, here we go. Here's two of them. I don't want to face two of them right now. Because the problem with emulators usually is you get there's a weird thing with copy protection in Earthbound. Is sometimes if you have a bad ROM, or if you used an old game copier back in the day, it would cause there was a lot of copy protection in Earthbound, and one of the things was it would cause too many enemies to spawn, making the game really hard. It's really funny. It's actually really funny. Like, there's screenshots of how how many enemies there are. Oh, and then also the game would crash right before the final boss, and screw your game up. Like, completely erase your game save. I think, I can't remember. One of these guys does more damage than the other. So, I'm never sure who I want to defeat out of, like, these two. I always want to defeat the... Oh, okay. It's the Pogo one. Yeah, I can probably take on some more bumps. Back in the day, I used to do sprite recolorings just for fun, and so I did like I did a Yes Man Senior, which was a red version of the Yes Man Junior, because I thought that was funny. Oh, can I do it? No, I can't. And I got a red screen. So now you'll see what happens when you get a red screen. I deleted it instantly anyway. I'm gonna go stay at the hotel since the hotel's right here. And I'm gonna pause both game and recording because I just got a text. Oh, I just have to... Oh, sorry, left, that's right. Give me $35. And pause is that, and then we'll pause. Sorry about that. I'm very sorry about that. I had to answer that text. Okay, so that's the one that's still our morning headline. Let's talk to Papa. Let's actually call our mom. Actually, I don't need you to do anything, but thank you for telling me that you work for them, because now I can call them. Call you directly. Actually... Now let's call Dad. I know I should just be walking back home to Mom and healing there, but I don't feel like it. Come on, see me, see me, see me, see me, see me, see me. Oh, oh no! And the other one's gonna see. No, the other one didn't see. That's escape room. You need called for help and a Pokemon. Sorry. Fast escape room. Oh no, too many escape pumps. Too many Pokepumps. And yes, I believe, calling for help correlates to, but does not affect the enemies nearby. So, like, if there are enemies nearby, or could be enemies nearby, it will pull from those, but it won't, like, if you defeat the enemies that it calls, it won't actually, like, it won't actually defeat any nearby enemies. So, like, if that makes any sense. So, like, if there's 3 enemies, and if there's, like, 3 enemies on screen, and like you only encounter one in a battle, and then that enemy calls for more enemies, it won't call in the 3 enemies. Don't reach me. Yes, perfect. What are my stats right now? Okay. I should probably eat a burger, but I've only got one. I've only got 4. I need like 8 to be where I need 8. Where does it say? It's like 6 or 8. 5 or 6. I need a heal. And then I'm gonna go find a magic butterfly. The slowdown is not SNES 9X. It is Earthbound. Earthbound's a little like Onet. Like when enemies are around, there's like it's a little better past Onet and Tucson for some reason. But yeah. Anyway, I haven't explored out this way yet, so I'll talk to these people. Instantly defeated a crow, which is nice. I'll take the cookie. It'll be useful, maybe. Have we been in City Hall this playthrough yet? I think we have. I can't remember because I did one playthrough and then I did another, like, scrapped it and then did another. I'm pretty sure we have, but if not, we'll do City Hall eventually. I'm pretty sure we did. We haven't been in the hospital though. I know that. Let's go talk to everybody in the hospital. Oh, maybe not. Pepperoni and Chiaz. Which, if you don't know, is a reference to... That's a... Wow, that's a reference, that's a reference, that's a reference. So there's this famous image online of, like, a tombstone, a gravestone in in Oregon Trail that has pepperoni and cheese written on it, but cheese is misspelled, so it's like pepperoni and cheese. And which is a reference to a old pizza chain somewhere called Tombstone Pizza. And Tombstone Pizza or something like that. And the tagline of it was like, "What would you like on your tombstone?" or something like that. It was really dumb. It was really dumb. I don't even remember. I don't think it was even in California, but like I remember seeing commercials for it, because of references to that particular image. Pepperoni and cheese. But anyway, disregarding that, the exact reference I'm making is because in the Japanese version, I think it says specifically, "What would you like on your tombstone?" on that sign, and then they changed it to "What would you like written on your tombstone?" to make sure that like Tombstone Pizza didn't sue or whatever. Or maybe I'm making that up, but Tomato in his book, Legends of Localization, Earthbound, wrote in the caption for, or maybe in the website version, wrote in the caption or the alt text for that picture, pepperoni and cheese. So thus it's a reference to 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 a reference. All of my, everything I say is a reference to something, almost. Like, all of my humor is referential. Like, I'm just that kind of person. Pokemon. A bird. Eat. I think I just got a cookie somewhere. Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I need like one more. And I also need a like. Oh, I'm on level 6. I need to level up 1 or 2 more times. So that's gonna be what this is the next episode. Or maybe the next step. Well, that's gonna be what this episode has been. Because it's almost time to wrap up. But then the next episode, was that a magic butterfly I just saw? No? It's nice being able to see things instead of random encounters. And not being able to tell what kind of shark it is. Pokemon. Yeah, is attacking just does 1 damage right now. And that's what they do most of the time, is just attack. So. I love how they became tame instead of returned to normal. Level up. There we go. Oh, sorry, I just kicked my desk. Or kneed at my desk, rather. I've mentioned this before, but my desk is not a desk. It's a, it's like a... How would you say it? It's a plastic picnic table. Instead of an actual wooden desk or whatever. Or even, like, not wooden desk. So it's, like, hard to... it's not... it's easy to just, like, kind of knee at it and then, knee at it and then make the whole thing shift. We're gonna make this a short episode today, and then tomorrow we're gonna be back and maybe defeat the boss of the charts. I need to level up one more time before I do that, maybe. I might be able to do it with, at just level 7, but, that's gonna be next episode, maybe. Or maybe the next episode after that. Oh, whoops! I didn't want to go back into the room. I wanted to talk to the guy with the newspaper. It's probably gonna be the same headline again. It is still the same headline again. Once I beat, Frank, it's gonna be, a different headline. I should stop spending money at the hotel and go back to Mom and stay there. Sleep and stay there. Well, you should turn the power off instead of just pressing it. Alright?